Now, President Moon also had a number of other bilateral talks on Tuesday on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly. Most were world leaders. He was meeting face-to-face for the very first time. Our Blue House correspondent Hwang Hojun reports.
Diversification of diplomacy is the name of the game. On Tuesday, President Moon met with the president of the Czech Republic, Milos Zeman, for the first time since his inauguration in May. Calling the country a powerhouse of winter sports, President Moon asked for Prague's active support and cooperation for the upcoming 2018 PyeongChang Winter Olympics. President Zeman, in return, said he hopes the Games will further improve their bilateral friendship. Both agreed to continue the partnership between the two countries and expand cooperation to create future growth engines within the bio, artificial intelligence, and ICT sectors. President Moon also met with British Prime Minister Theresa May, and both leaders agreed to collaborate to resolve the North Korean nuclear issue peacefully and fundamentally, and continue to impose stern sanctions and pressure on Pyongyang. He expressed his gratitude for the UK's active role in the latest adoption of the UN Security Council resolution as a permanent member of the UNSC. With this, President Moon has now held bilateral summits with the leaders of all 5 permanent members of the UN Security Council. Moon and May also shook hands on expanding Seoul and London's economic relations via a free trade agreement once Britain leaves the European Union. The last bilateral summit of the day was with the president of Senegal, Macky Sall. As Senegal is currently a non-permanent member of the Security Council, President Moon thanked the Senegalese president for his consistent support of South Korea on the international stage. President Sall said Senegal will faithfully carry out the UNSC resolution and actively cooperate to deal with Pyongyang's continual provocations. President Moon then attended the UN summit of leaders from key nations on climate change. He pledged that Seoul will continue to work with the international community to ensure sustainable growth. Such efforts include boosting reusable energy and reducing emissions. President Moon's meetings display the direction he's taking in foreign policy, transcending the original 4 powers, the US, China, Russia, and Japan, and broadening South Korea's diplomatic horizon to Europe, the Middle East, Southeast Asia, and Africa. Hwang Hojun, Arirang News.